Hi and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Alex, I'm a PJ Golf professional, and today we are on the 16th hole here at Mottram Hall. What I think is definitely the hardest par 3 here, and especially with this flag position on the back tier. Have a look at this. Okay, so today's question is all about the left arm in the golf swing, or the lead arm in the golf swing. So left if you're a right-handed player, right if you're a left-handed player. And this question comes in because remember, this channel is powered by the viewers from Georgia May. Adding this video to my must-watch list of 2022. I've developed a problem in the follow-through part of my swing. Playing right-handed, my left elbow is pinching into the side of me. So I'm imagining we're sort of seeing a little bit of this motion, this little bit of breakdown like this. You're going to be leaking power if you're doing that, and it probably sounds like you. You're also going to be losing accuracy throughout the game. So in today's video, we're going to fix it. We're going to talk about backswing, arm movements, and downswing. And if you get this right, well, the power's going to be great. Now, this par 3 is that long, I'm going to have to go 3-iron. We are playing it off the tips. Okay, so what is happening? I think a lot of you will be sort of resonating to this as club working a little bit over, and then we have to pull the club in order to make contact. And essentially, when this is happening, your brain is doing you a favor. You're giving yourself a chance of finding the golf ball. And as you're doing this, we're adding loft, we're weakening our club face, and we're less likely to actually find the middle of that. Right, so let's start backswing. Where I'd like to start with this is actually just lose the golf club. So if you're at home watching this, or actually you're down at the driving range, you can follow this step by step. Nice and simple. All I want you to do for this video is get your right hand and hook it under your left elbow. What I want you to understand is that in the backswing, all we're looking to do with our left arm is essentially let it come across our chest, just like this, okay? You shouldn't have too much of this, and it shouldn't work low. Doing this in posture, this is where you want to be. Now, if you keep watching this from face on and down the line on these two split screens here, this is all our left arm's doing in this backswing. And by understanding what that's doing, it allows you to keep good width of arc, again, more power, but also it allows you to set yourself up for the downswing. And for me, this is the most important part of this video. All you're gonna need is your towel, right? I'd actually say the longer the towel here, the more of an effect this is going to have, as in the better it's going to be. But I've only got my little one that goes on the side of my bag, where we're using a pencil bag this summer. I'm going to carry this whole summer, gone away from using the trolley. Right, okay, so in your glove hand, hold your towel. So if we come down the line, and we'll then move back to face on as we go through this video, and this is the point I would say, really watch this closely. So what we don't want to see is the towel pulled in like this, okay, and coming across the body. What I want you to have that feeling of, again, hooking your right behind your left, is that towel staying behind us for as long as we can, and then whipped around and then over your left shoulder. Watch that again. Because look now how my arm is working in this space as opposed to this. So you can see how this is going to have a massive effect on your speed. You can actually hear the towel rather than there's not much going on there. So a couple more reps. I would actually recommend on that maybe 3 to 5 reps, and then we'll go to this next stage. So again, up, through, up, through, and try and do it with a bit of swish to it, a bit of flow. So bringing this to life with a golf club in your hand, one thing I would say is, don't do this with your 3-iron or a long iron to start with. Definitely start towards the shorter end of your bag. Something like a pitching wedge or an 9-iron is where I'd definitely recommend, but we're going to take on this shot, so I'm unfortunately going to throw myself in at the deep end. So bringing this to life with the golf club in your hand, what we're looking to get that feeling of is, again, we're going to literally just make the same motions, do it a little bit slower. Look how much more freedom and flow we have as opposed to this. Essentially, if I summarise what this is getting you to do, is sync up your arms and your body in a complete sequence. And that is why you create more flow, that is why you create more speed, and it's forcing you to rotate in posture. The simplest way of explaining this is, and the analogy that I would take out onto the course, is I feel as though I'm letting a frisbee go out the back of my hand, as opposed to sort of pulling a heavy weight from outside my body to inside. That would be the simplest way of explaining this. Okay, proof's in the pudding here. Can I hit the green? Let's see. And you know what? Even if you just get a few here and let go on the way through, all we're training is not this, having that club behind us and releasing in this fashion, not this way. That is the way I want you to feel it. Even if you don't quite achieve that, it's having that feeling of the opposite to what you're doing. And you know what? If you found that middle ground, guaranteed you're going to hit it better. Get a piece of the left side. Just catching a piece. So there we go. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Let me know if this helps you, and always remember, this channel is powered by you, the viewer, so anything that you're worried about in your golf game, be sure to hit me up.